as you know, yesterday we worked the main muscles of the body. We've got the legs working, we've got the chest, we've got the arms, the shoulders all working a bit. We've really got that metabolism nicely boosted up, ready to kick you off on your first day. So to give you a bit of a rest today, in that sense, but work you a bit harder in many other ways, we're now looking into body weight cardio and abs, okay? So let's begin. Again, we're just going to warm up a little bit, just get the energy moving, warming the legs up, warming the wrists up, getting the arms and the shoulders moving also. So to begin with, reaching forwards, bringing the elbows back a few times. As we do so, gently flexing the spine, getting that whole body moving. Okay, from here we're going to go into a few hip circles. So just gently rotating the pelvis. A bit like a hula hooping type movement, if you remember that from school. And back round the other way. So as we're doing this, you should feel the hips warming up and all the muscles around the thighs, the back of the legs, the insides and the outsides. Okay, from there, we're just going to go into a slightly wider stance. And just gently side bending, getting the hips, insides and outsides of the thighs moving a bit. Okay, still keeping the feet in the same position. Just going to gently take a reach down towards each foot and then back to the middle. So as you go from one side to the next, reach within your own body's limits, don't overstretch. Excellent, looking good folks. So just going to go for a few more of those. Reaching down, really get those legs woken up. Excellent, fantastic. Right. Back to the middle, give your leg a little shake out, give your arms a little shake if you need to. Just going to go for some gentle torso rotations next. Just loosening off the spine, all the muscles that attach around the midsection. And when we're ready, just lifting that arm up into the air. And the next progression being getting the ankle and getting that heel moving also. There you go, brilliant. So as we know, when we're doing the cardio, to get maximum bang for buck, we're going to work to 20 seconds of very intense exercise, followed by 10 seconds of complete rest. Okay? The idea being that when we're working hard, you need that rest, and when we're resting, you're getting yourself ready for round two. Okay? So just a little bit more dynamic stretching, getting the legs ready, a bit of a stretch for the back of the legs as we're kicking out in front. If you can, just try and bring the hand down, a little bit of a reach. Excellent, and changing legs. Two more of those. Fantastic. Right. So to begin the cardio aspect, we should begin walking on the spot to begin with. Keep arms moving, keep the arms and the shoulders shaking out. Okay, just get those legs working and start bringing the heart rate up to a good level. Okay, and then from there, bringing the feet up behind. So when we bring the feet up behind, still giving a nice dynamic stretch for the legs, but also elevating the heart rate at the same time. Okay, back to the marching on the spot, bring the legs up a little bit higher this time. And back to the butt kicks. Okay, so from here we're going to start building up into a light jog. And then when we feel ready, we're going to go in for round one of the cardio. Okay, so we're going to do two exercises back to back. We've got a 10-second rest, and we're going to cycle that a few times over to really get the heart rate up. If you need to rest at any point, feel free to take your own breather. And obviously always advise, make sure you've got your water to hand as well if you need to grab a drink. Okay? So I'm practicing barefoot today. If you've got trainers, you might not necessarily need the mat, but I'm going to be doing most of our work from the mat. Okay, so, alright, so it's building up for a light jog to begin with. Using the arms, using the legs as well, making sure we get that heart rate up to a good level. Okay, so for the first round, just working at a comfortable pace. Okay. And that's the first rest. Okay, so when we're resting, shake it out, do whatever you need to. Maybe you can sit down, you can have a little bit of a breather or grab a drink. We're going to get ready for round two on the floor, mountain climbers. Let's go. So when we're doing these, it's a bit like jogging, but we're in a horizontal position, making sure the knees come in and out all the way. Okay, so that's halfway, folks. Good job. Last couple of seconds. And up we come. Well done. Again, shaking it out. Give yourself a little bit of a breather. Fantastic. Back to the jogs. Let's go. Working a little bit quicker this time. Really get those arms pumping. So really pushing for it now. We're halfway through, folks. Driving those knees. Just really feel like the heart lungs doing some work now. And back to a rest. Good job. So again, back in for the mountain climbers. 5 seconds, we're back to work. Setting hand position, and let's go. So driving those knees in, focus on getting the abs working. Also the heart and lungs should feel like it's doing some work right now. So last 5 folks, keep pushing. Let's work a little bit quicker if you can. And rest. Well done. Get ready for the jogging. Only 5 seconds left and we're back to work. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So really powering it out now. Driving with the hands. Heart and lungs should be working overtime. Big pushes. Maximum speed. Should be like a running man. And rest, well done. Get ready to go back onto the floor. Remember we do 8 rounds in total. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So those legs should be working overtime now, folks. Let's go. Drive it out. 10 seconds, you're halfway. Fantastic, last few seconds, hold on. And rest. So, starting to feel a bit hot and a bit sweaty by now, hopefully, folks. If you're doing it properly, that's where you need to be. And we're back in for the jogging. Let's go, let's give it some action. So imagine you're Linford Christie doing a 100-metre dash. Last 4 seconds, keep pushing. And rest, well done. And we're in for the final round of the mountain climbers. Let's go, back to work. So feel those abs doing some work, feel the lower abs burning. That's what we're looking for. Fantastic, nearly there, last few seconds. And rest. Well done, good effort so far. So if you need to grab a drink, now's your time. If you just want to walk it out, give yourself a little bit of a shake out, you can do that also. Fantastic, good job so far. So you should definitely feel like the heart and lungs have done some work. We've woken up the abdominal muscles a little bit as well. Okay, so a little bit of recovery time. We're going to get to work on the midsection using some basic exercises. Remember, if you've been training for a while and you want to work a little bit harder, there's always options for you guys too. So I'm just going to begin from a seated position. Standard ab curls. I'm going to run you through the technique first while you're resting, so you get to see what we're looking for. So firstly, we want to check to make sure we haven't got a massive gap beneath the lower back of the mat. If you do find you've got quite a big gap there, just want to angle the pelvis, tuck the pelvis under slightly, really fire up the midsection. Okay, so to begin with, that's going to be our easiest version today. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, resting the hands across the chest. If that's still too easy, or if you find that your neck isn't feeling very comfortable, we interlock the fingers, we put the thumbs either side of the neck, and we lightly offer a bit of support to the base of the head. We still lift using the abdominals. Okay? And then from there, if that's still too easy, arms overhead, still maintaining that good alignment the whole way through, okay? So for me personally, I'm just going to hold on to the back of the head, offer myself a little bit of support, and get ready to go to work. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So try and breathe out every time you come up. Really engage in the midsection. You want to feel it working all the way through into these muscles. So it's working at a steady pace there. Perfect, 10 repetitions. So looks good to me. From here, we're going to go straight into what we call a high plank position. So not too dissimilar from a press up, okay? If anyone does prefer, we can go on the forearms and we can start from the knees, okay? So that is the easiest version. If you're there, that's fine. Begin with that. Again, we're going to aim for 30 seconds on this one. If you want to go for a little bit more of a challenge, we go up into the full body plank, just making sure that we're not allowing the hips to drop towards the floor, okay? So get your timers ready. Get ready to work with me. 3, 2, 1, and lift. Okay, so if you're starting from the forearms, it's going to look like that. If you want to go for the full plank, keep the hands directly beneath the shoulders. So trying to maintain that posture the whole way through. That's it. Last 10 seconds. Nearly there, folks. Just try and hang on that a little bit longer. Fantastic. Back into the ab curls, well done. So back to 10 repetitions. Setting your posture, choosing the version that you feel you want. And we're back in, let's go. So remember, we try to breathe out as we come up. Try to keep your gaze fixed on the ceiling. Make sure you can feel those midsection muscles doing some work there, okay? Last 2, nearly there, folks, let's go. And final 1, brilliant, well done. Back into the high plank, or the plank version that you've decided to go for today. Set your hands up, 30 seconds coming up, let's go. So if you are on the hands, really try and spread those fingers wide. That will offer you a nice base of support to press from. So relax in and then cherish every second. 5 seconds, nearly there, folks. And back to the ab curls. Last round, let's go. So when we combine the exercises like this, you're able to get so much more done in a short space of time. Last 2, breathing out, really engaging those midsection muscles. Fantastic. Final round of the plank. Then we get to have a little rest. So for those of you that want to work a little bit harder, remember we've always got options for you. I'm going to demonstrate a few ways that you can make it a little bit more challenging if you need to. So set your hand positioning. Something as simple as moving your feet, either like so or out to the sides, will bring a whole new angle onto it. Okay, let's go. Full 30 seconds has begun. So if you're going for the foot movements, they don't need to be big. Small movements will still be sufficient. Okay. Remember, you can move them out to the side as an alternative if you choose to as well. Okay. Last 10 seconds, you're doing a great job, folks. Nearly there. Fantastic. Last 3 seconds. 2 and 1. Well done. Give yourself a well-earned breather. Okay, we're going to finish off today with one more burst of the cardio, and that's today's workout all finished. You'll be relieved today. So give yourself a little bit of recovery time. Shake it out, do whatever you need to. Grab a quick drink of water, and it's there as an option. So for the next 2 cardio exercises, I'm going to demonstrate while you're resting. Exercise number 1, quite simply, side hops. So if we imagine we've got 2 lines on the floor, we're going to try and jump from one to the next as best as we can, working from there to there. Nice and simple. Exercise number 2 is going to be knee tucks. So not too dissimilar to a burpee, but we're not going all the way up into the air. So for this one, back into our press up position and just jumping the feet and knees in and out. As so. Okay? So get yourselves ready, folks. We're going to kick off. 5 seconds. We'll get ready to go to work. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, so we'll work for a full 20 seconds as we jump from side to side, nice soft landing on the knees. Really getting those legs excited. Last couple of seconds. And resting, well done. So shake it out, give yourself a couple of seconds as a breather. Maybe that 10 seconds goes pretty quick. Back on the floor. And knee tucks, let's go. Full 20 seconds. So try and keep the abs tight the whole way through. And rest, well done. First round and over with, okay? 3 more rounds to go. So setting up for the side hops. And let's begin. Nice, looking good. Nice soft landings. Remember, use your arms to propel yourself. And rest. Well done. Good job, folks. Back on the mats. Get yourself ready for exercise number 2. And let's go. Halfway, looking good. Last 5 seconds, keep pushing. Fantastic, good job. 2 rounds over with, 2 more to go. Halfway through. Getting ready for those lovely side hops again. And let's begin. It's perfect, looking good, folks. Really springing into those legs every time. Try and use your arms to catapult yourself. And the further we jump, the higher we jump, the more of a workout it's going to give you. And rest, well done. And knee tucks, let's go. Fantastic, you're doing a really good job so far. Remember, day 2 of the challenge. And rest. Final round, then we're all done for the day. We'll cool down and stretch out. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Really feel those heart lungs doing some work right now. And resting, well done. Good job, folks, good job. Getting ready to hit the floor one more time. And we're all done for the day. And in we go. Try and keep those feet and knees together for the last round. Fantastic. Well done. Good job. Shake it out, walk it out, let the heart rate come back down. So you do whatever you need to recover. So that's pretty much the end of day 2. We've got a little bit of stretching to run through to make sure we don't seize up too much tomorrow. So we have worked the legs quite hard today. So just going to begin with a nice standing forwards fold, with a leg stretch, trying to reach the toes. So if you find you can't reach the floor, feel free to hold on the back of your legs and just try and encourage your torso to meet your legs. Fantastic. Bit of a stretch for the whole body. Up into the air, reaching for the sky. And gentle back bend. Really engaging the buttocks to support the back, keep the abs tight. Looking up towards the hands. Fantastic. Bit of a thigh stretch, inner thighs this time. So trying to take it all the way down to the floor. If you can't quite reach the floor, feel free to hold there. I want to feel the stretch all the way through that thigh. So breathing into it, feeling it all the way in. If flexibility permits, feel free to join me all the way down there. And transition to the next side. Again, just give it a chance to feel that biting point. Remember, when we stretch, we always stretch the mild discomfort, we don't stretch the pain. Fantastic. Back up to standing, bit of a chest stretch. So fingers interlock behind the back, rolling the shoulders down and back. Feeling that stretch all the way through the front of the body. Okay. If anyone wants to increase the stretch, feel free to lift your hands up a little bit. Fantastic. Nearly there, folks. Last stretch of the day. Holding on to the wrist, gently side bending, opening up all the way through the side of the body, around the shoulder blades and the armpit. Fantastic. Last stretch, and then we're all done. Get to go home and have a little bit of rest, okay? Done it really well to make it through today's workout. Remember, we'll be back tomorrow for day 3. Again, building on what we've learned already. Hopefully everyone's enjoying it and getting on okay so far. Feel free to drop me a message